I've got many chances in my life for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And every time that these opportunities have come up, I've always said yes. Always said yes. And I thought about it. I thought about, when I say yes, what has that given me? What has that opportunity given me when I said yes? It's given me a different perspective. Today I would like to share with you, Toastmasters guests, about an experience that I had in the Air Force. I got to be a part of a program that was an exchange program between the Japanese Air Self-Defense Air Force and the United States Air Force. That's actually JASDAF is the short term for, if I use that term again, I might throw in JASDAF. I was at Okinawa Air Base, and I don't know exactly how this opportunity came to me, but it definitely came to me, and I can tell you right off the bat, I was a little nervous. I was kind of scared going into a culture that was not so much unfamiliar, but actually being immersed in the culture, being immersed and surrounded by everyone that speaks Japanese, and only maybe one sponsor that was sponsoring me, and there was sponsors for 5 individuals that went. Each one had their own sponsor. So I'd like to share with you the culture that I experienced while I was there a little bit, and the work environment that I got a different perspective to see, and then the fun that I had while I was there. So starting off with the culture, the first thing that I remember experiencing was my visit to the dining facility. And man, was I quite shocked. Of course, you know, Japanese food, right? But wow, I was just not ready for serious Japanese food on a daily basis, what they experience. You're talking about fish and the rice paper and the seaweed and the rice. And it was almost a little bit too much for me that particular day. But the thing I liked about the dining facility was that everybody went there to congregate. Everybody went there to make friends with everybody. It was a community environment where people got together and talked and shared. There wasn't anybody sitting by themselves. You saw people carrying on and having fun. The second thing that I experienced was their PT program, their physical training program. They did it in a cooperative model where they all had fun. They all enjoyed doing PT. There was nothing, mundane about, oh, I'm gonna go run again today. It was fun. They made it fun. And I enjoyed that. I actually got to participate in their workouts. We did dodgeball and things like that. The next thing is, I don't know if anybody's experienced Japanese culture, but they have bathhouses. And not only a community bathhouse, but even in the dormitories, they have a bathhouse. It's an open room with showers around the wall, and everybody's butt naked. And I've had that experience in Korea. I was stationed in Korea as well, so I already had a little bit of familiarization with that. But this was a little above and beyond. And the 5 of us, I think it was all 5 of us, we went ahead and said, you know what, we're going to take it to the next level, and we're going to go to their bathhouse. And we were invited. They said, yeah, come on in. And so we took the chance. We went in there. We all had to get butt naked, and there's a bunch of other Japanese guys. This is all males on our side. There's a female side maybe. I don't know. I didn't go over there, so I don't know. But it was something else. And they even had this oasis in the back room where there was a hot tub, and it was just this beautiful place where you could slip back in there, warm up, and just chill, and we just had a good time. That's the culture that I experienced on that trip. As for work, the first thing that came to my mind after talking with my sponsor was that we do things a lot different from the Air Force and their culture. First of all, they actually have a career, it's a true career where they can spend 30, 35, 40 years. The guy that sponsored me was a tech sergeant at 30 years. And the cool thing about it was he had so much experience, and we just went back and forth. Luckily, we were on the same aircraft, so we had a lot to share. We had similarities in the parts that we dealt with and the problems that we had to solve on that aircraft. But their concept was more team effort, more maintenance focused, more solution oriented, and it was really neat to see. It was a definite different perspective. The next thing was the teamwork. The teamwork, it was just phenomenal. A tech sergeant that's been in for 30 years acts as if he's an airman. Everybody's the same. They all do just as much. One just has more knowledge. And one is willing to do just as much as the guy that just got in that first day. They get to mentor these guys, and they're literally family. These guys at work, they're family, and they treat each other as family. And the last was, I already kind of gave it away, was the rank and the duration that they stay in. Next, I'd like to talk about the fun. And with that, I'm going to pass around a little, what do you call this, an album, photo album, that they actually prepared for us. All 5 members, they gave us these photo albums. Pretty cool. There's a lot of pictures in there. You kind of briefly look at it. But the first thing for fun was when I first got there, our reception was just as if we were royalty, as if we were special. And they brought us to a ballroom where they had a mixer, and we all had to go from table to table and introduce ourselves to all the people at the different tables. And they asked us tons and tons of questions about us. That was fun. Then, can't read my notes. Sightseeing in the book, when it comes around to you, we did a lot of sightseeing that took us around a lot of places, castles and experiences, shopping, and dining experiences as well. All amazing and different perspectives on what we have in America. And the third thing is our final party. Our final party was something that I get to participate in, and I got to build up to that point. My sponsor plays the Japanese drums, these big, huge kettles. And when playing those drums, it's an art. And I get to learn the art. And I get to perform with these drums at the final party. And it was a blast. It was fun. You could see in the pictures that I was definitely having some fun. So, when you get an opportunity to say yes, prepare to have a different experience, a different perspective in culture, in work, and in fun. Thank you.